Okay, guys, let's bring it out of the closet today. All right, Charlie, I appreciate your. Oh, I just broken back mountain. That's awful. Anyway, okay, let's start from the beginning. All right, what you saw yesterday was inspired by a method that was introduced several years back by One Atomic Golf, or JH, from Australia. Okay, now I picked up on it when he first came out on with it, and I started doing vids on it. JH got a hold of me and he said, "Hey, how would you like to be the master teacher in the US?" I said, "Sure, why not?" Okay, so I jumped on that bandwagon. So I became the master teacher for Channel Lock in the US. We had several Maylocks events, had 60, 70 people come from all over the country, and had some that flew in from Ireland even come to take lessons on Channel Lock. But anyway, that's where what you saw yesterday came from. Now, what happened? You remember MMI Golf? Okay, that was me. You also probably remember Matt Gray and Steve Walters. You probably remember a lot of people if I start naming them off to you. But anyway, where all this started was Channel Lock was played off your back foot. You had to come in here and play it off your back foot, back cock your shoulders, and then hit the ball. That's how Channel Lock started. Okay, JH came up with some protocols. One of them was the 5 o'clock nose. You remember me saying 12, 3, 5? Okay, that's where the 5 o'clock nose came from. Channel lock. You have to lock yourself in position, back cock your shoulders, and you have a channel beside you. That's what I call a swing path. Okay, and you had to keep your shoulders closed to hit the ball. You couldn't open them up like this. But anyway, that was some of the protocols that I was showing you yesterday. I was making fun of the camera angles because we always got comments that, well, it's a camera angle. You're really not playing it off your back foot, da 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 da. So anyway, that's where I was making fun of that. All right. So that's where it all came from. Now, as time went on, and it's a great method for anybody that slices the ball. I mean, it teaches you to swing from the inside out. It's great for those people, which is 95% of the people, right? And a lot of people have taken Channel Lock and made it their own. There's nothing wrong with the system. There's nothing wrong with it if it works for you. I've always said, it doesn't matter, right? If it works, it works. So I'm not trying to down the system. All I'm trying to do, what I did, you know me, I'm a tinker. So I started out here doing all this stuff, and da 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 da. And then finally, I got to what I call the Tennessee Triangle. Okay, the Tennessee Triangle had it playing off your back leg, but it had you back cocking or turning your shoulders where the ball was in the middle of you. All right, that's where the Tennessee Triangle came from. Once I did that, JH politely wrote me and said, "Bill, you're getting off track. If you continue on with this, with what you're doing, you probably need to make a decision." And at that point, I made a decision. I said, "Thank you, JH, for everything that you helped me with and helping me to understand the game a little bit better. I think I need to bow out." That's when I bowed out of Channel Lock, okay? At that point, Steve Walters, Bayou Golf in Louisiana, whom I taught, along with Matt Gray, whom I taught, Channel Lock, took up where MMI Golf ended, okay? Bayou Golf took it along with JH and Matt Gray and continued Channel Lock, okay? Now, I've understood that Bayou Golf has probably shut it down. He says there is nothing more to talk about. Well, Steve, there is more to talk about. And I would highly suggest you open it back up and start talking about it again, you and Matt, because y'all do such a good job at explaining it and what you're doing and all that stuff. People need to be, they need it, okay? I don't know what the word I'm trying to think of, but they need you guys to help them, to keep them going. That's what you're there for. I don't care if you repeat it over and over and over. Nobody cares about that. I used to think that, but I know now that it really doesn't matter. People just need some reassurance that you're there, and comfort. You're a comfort to them. You're their comfort, their comfort blanket. All right. So I say, hey, open it back up, guys. Y'all got something good going there. You got a lot of subscribers, and heck, it's a good method. So just go with it. Now, with that said, what I did was, instead of playing it off my back foot and doing all this stuff that I showed you, I just moved it up on my front foot. and everything kind of fell in place. I had a channel, okay? My sternum was at 5 o'clock. Not my head, but my sternum. But what's in the middle of me is my head too, okay? So I had the 5 o'clock nose. After I did this, I had closed shoulders, and all I did was swing, okay? So that's where all this came from. It came from everything that I had learned from JH and the channel lock method. The channel lock method is a great method because a lot of people are doing it. If it wasn't a great method, people wouldn't be doing it. They just say, there's a lot of people doing it, okay, for a good reason. It works for them, all right? May not work for you. It didn't work for me because I couldn't be consistent. I never moved that ball off my back foot, and when I back cocked like this, it started hurting my back. I'll just tell it like it is, okay? So I started thinking, okay, I gotta quit hurting my back. Let me do something else, and I started doing what I'm doing, okay? But that's just me. That's my back, okay? And that's where what you saw yesterday, playing the ball off your front foot and learning everything I've already learned from when I left Channel Lock to now, thanks to Lee Como and talking about centrifugal force and all that other stuff. I've kind of put all that stuff into what I'm talking about now. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's Jim Vinotis. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. He's out in Arizona. No, it isn't. It ain't even close to him. Okay, if you know anything about him, and then you start learning about this, you'll say, no, it's totally different. Okay, so that's where we're at. All I'm doing is explaining to you where it came from and how it originated. It originated from Channel Lock. Channel Lock was the mothership of what I'm showing you right now. And JH, I appreciate you showing me Channel Lock, okay? Because, like I said, it's a good method. So anyway, just wanted to bring that out, be honest with you, and I had fun doing it yesterday, and I was hoping that somebody would catch on to what I was doing. That's why I went 12-3-5, you know, swing path, without actually saying channel lock, okay? Somebody did. I think they're from, I can't remember his name, but anyway, he said, you look like you're doing channel lock, but in reverse, or something like that. Yep, that's what I was doing, all right? So there's more to come on this, guys. Now you know. It's out of the closet, and now you know. Go check out Bayou Golf. Bayou Golf, you need to bring your channel back up. Matt, you need to get back on the channel, because you got a lot of stuff to offer people as far as channel lock is concerned. Both of you do, because you've learned it well. And take it and make it something, okay? You guys can do it. Y'all were doing a great job. I don't know why you quit, Steve. So get back on that horse. I'll be watching you. Bye.